What's up everybody, welcome back to another movie review. My name's Big Cam, and today we're talking about the Kung Fu Panda movies. Wah! Wah! Wee! You know, like the Kung Fu Panda, big fat panda that happens to be good at karate. Honestly, just a tremendous idea, right? Like, just a straight up fantastic idea. We're gonna have an animated panda that can fight crime and with Kung Fu. And he is voiced by Jack Black, which is just inspired casting and honestly perfect. I don't think anyone else could do it as well as Poe and as well as Jack Black does Poe. And I don't think there is another Poe. I think it is Jack Black. And if you see Jack Black in real life, he kind of looks like Poe. You know, he's kind of got the skadoosh going on himself. And I would almost guarantee that in the booth, right, like much of it's probably in the script, but much of the one-liners and things that we love about the character probably come directly from Jack Black, you know what I'm saying? And the first movie is a classic. I really, really love the first movie. I love that Jack Black is Poe, Angelina Jolie is Tigress, Dustin Hoffman is Shifu, Ian McShane plays Tai Lung, the villain, which I fucking love. Ian McShane's voice is just so perfect. Lucy Liu is the Viper, Seth Rogen is Mantis, David Cross is Crane, Randall Duke Kim is Oogway, James Huang is Mr. Ping, Poe's father. You know, like Michael Clark Duncan is a commander in this movie. Shout out Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. He's a legend. You know, just a really solid movie in solid 4 movies, right, over the trilogy plus 1, you know, whatever. I hope they continue on these movies. But this movie was back in 2008, right? Like, I was 9 when this first movie came out. The most recent one came out, I'm 25. What does that tell you? You know what I mean? Like, some of these people like myself that grew up on these movies now are full-blown adults, and you can still watch them as an adult and enjoy them. But as a kid, I probably would have gave these 5 stars, you know what I mean? But I have more of a realistic score now that I'm an adult. But the second Kung Fu Panda came out in 2011, and still Jack Black and Angelina Jolie and all them, but the monkey is voiced by Jackie Chan, and Gary Oldman plays the villain in this, and I actually really dug Gary Oldman's villain. He's just really good, like, as a voicing guy. Like, I've always loved Gary Oldman's voice, but you can tell how, even though it was animated, he's in the booth committing to the anger in the voice, you know what I mean? And then the third one was solid as well, and you get J.K. Simmons as the villain, as Kai, and his like sound like mixing when he showed up, and every time he was like spinning the chains and they would be hitting the ground. It was like kind of scary, but also kind of like, ooh, this is about to get intense. And then the final movie kind of brings back all these villains, and is the most recent one, and they did quite a big jump, because the third Kung Fu Panda came out in 2016, and what is this, 8 years later, 2024? Yeah, so 8 years later they come out with the fourth Kung Fu Panda, and this one has Awkwafina in it as Zen, and she's going to be like the next Dragon Warrior, or like Poe's apprentice or something, I don't know, but I would love to see Jack Black and Awkwafina go back and forth with each other any day of the week, mostly just from their, what was it, Into the Jungle movies, what are they called? Something Jungle. Jungle Cruise? No, you know what I'm talking about, the Jungle movies with, Kevin Hart and The Rock and Jack Black, and those are good movies. But Awkwafina was in the second one with him, and she's so funny in the second one as like Danny DeVito and Danny Glover. So funny. But Viola Davis plays the chameleon in the fourth movie, and she's like just perfect villain voice. I don't know if I loved like the chameleon herself as a villain, but like having Viola Davis voice her definitely gave her some more gravitas to the situation, but she kind of just turned into other villains that were cool, and then still gets beat at the end of the day by the Kung Fu Panda, you know what I'm saying? So the fourth one I saw a little bit more coming, you know, like I was like, oh, I know how it's gonna happen. Still solid movie though. So the first 3 Kung Fu Pandas, I gave all of them 3.5 out of 5 stars, and the fourth one I gave 3 out of 5 stars, about a 6 out of 10. The other one's about a 7 out of 10. Some solid ass movies though, but if I had to rank them, I still think I would probably go number 1, Kung Fu Panda. the original. Kung Fu Panda 2 is at 2, Kung Fu Panda 3 is at 3, and Kung Fu Panda 4 is at 4. Just for me, you know, like, they're solid. I love in Kung Fu Panda 3 that Bryan Cranston is his father and they find the pandas and stuff like that. But I don't know, I still think the first 2 movies are the best out of the bunch. I would probably give Kung Fu Panda 1 maybe 4 out of 5 stars, but it's more like a 7 out of 10. But it's more like maybe a 7.5 out of 10, and I would give Kung Fu Panda 2 like a 7.2, and then I'd give Kung Fu Panda 3 like a 7.0, and then I'd give Kung Fu Panda 4, even though I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, so like a 6 out of 10, I'd give it like a 6.8, you know what I mean? Like, it's a solid movies, and solid 4 movies, solid franchise. I really do love the Kung Fu Panda movies, but maybe I just really love Jack Black. But comment below, what are your thoughts on the Kung Fu Panda movies? Your thoughts on Jack Black and Awkwafina? Do you want her to continue on as the next Kung Fu Panda, Fox, whatever she is? But I honestly think he can keep doing these movies. I mean, it's voicing roles, so like, let's keep pumping these out, shall we? Let's not wait 8 years between movies. But also, you also need to have a decent idea. You can't just be pumping these out just for the sake of pumping them out, you know what I mean? And I believe there's also a TV show with this, which I'm too old to be watching at this point, but comment below your thoughts on Kung Fu Panda. Check out my other movie reviews that I came out with today. If, Imaginary Friend, the John Krasinski movie came out earlier today, and a rom-com came out this morning called Just Right with Queen Latifah and Common. Go check out those movie reviews, and stay tuned for tomorrow's movie review coming out Monday morning for The Bike Riders, starring Austin Butler, Jodie Comer, and Tom Hardy. I watched that last night and I freaking loved it. So stay tuned for that movie review, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. If you want to support me more, like this video, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell so you don't miss future videos, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.